Wayne and Paul, thank you very much, mate. We've been trying to get Interleague going for a few years now, and Wayne and I just had an off chance to chat at AFL Victoria meeting, and bang, we had the same thoughts about having Interleague. And I understand you guys don't have a netball league, but obviously got a really good association with the Springvale Netball Association. So thanks a lot for your help.
Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, mate.
What I'll do is I'll just welcome our Vice President and his portfolio is netball, Alan Barnes, to say a couple of words and present best on.
Thanks, Scott. First of all, I'd really like to thank Scott and Wayne. I was at a meeting with them, the inaugural meeting late last year or middle of last year, and it has taken that long to get this game up and running. It really has. And the work that these two guys have done has been absolutely fantastic. Ladies, it was a great game. The scoreboard didn't reflect the standard of the game out here. But it was a really entertaining game to watch. I'm still learning the rules of netball. If I listen to Melissa, it's completely different from watching the book. No, ladies, it's really well done. We appreciate the netball side of our league. And as Scott said, I'm Vice President. I do senior football and netball. And we have a Vice President for junior football. We rank senior football and netball up at that level. And it's very, very important to our league. Girls, without any further ado, Jay Darren, his name is.
The numbers in there, the blocks, the shit, this is where it all comes in. Start again. Start again. Jake Simmons, fantastic, mate. Reese, where's Reese? Fantastic, Reese. Clearance as well. Really good, mate. Fantastic. Started slowly today, mate. Big goals, gave one off. Fantastic, mate. Shows the work ethic. That's what I was saying before. Struggling a little bit early. Just keep pushing, being positive, keep working, really good stuff. Terrific. Really well. It's coming real tough.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations to both sides. It was a fantastic game of football. Southern guys, thanks for coming up here. It's the first of many opportunities to play in the Interleague. The only time that the Riddle guys were in front of it was about a minute to go. So bad luck. But, the way that the game was played was fantastic. To the umpires, thanks very much for a round of applause to the umpires. And I have the pleasure in announcing the best on field for the Southern League is number 26.
Look, on behalf of the Southern Football League, we really appreciate the effort that the Riddle District Football League have put in today, particularly to Scott McCartney, the General Manager. It's an enormous effort to put on today, and to him and his team, congratulations. To the Colts, to the under-18s over here, gee, you guys played extremely well. Whoever lost today would have been very disappointed and unlucky. So to you guys, congratulations, and we take our hat off to you, and we look forward to meeting you next year over at Moorabbin somewhere. So congratulations, well done. Well, first and foremost, fellas, in enclosure here, you were the best side for most of the day, and just unfortunately at the end of the day they just got a couple of easy goals at the end. You should be really proud of yourself. The last 3 weeks and then today, it's been enormous, and the intensity and the purpose of which you blokes have gone about it, you should be really pleased with yourselves. And the number of folks that have come up here today and watched you and said how well you played is testament to that. But today I'm here to thank you players personally, because you've represented the Southern Football League magnificently, led by two leaders that have done an enormous job in Josh and Kieran. Congratulations. We'd also now at this point like to thank a couple of people that have really put an enormous amount of effort into getting today up and running. And the chairman elect is Mick Insel from our board. Thank Mick. The two assistant coaches, Paul O'Toole and Nick Hemstrom. Thanks very much. Let's put our hands together collectively for Rocky and for Leroy, the trainers. And finally, I'd like to thank a bloke that's been synonymous with the Southern Football League Tops for 2 years. The medal's named after him, which I guarantee will be won by one of these blokes here this year, is Phil Sparrow. Congratulations.
What might be an option is get in front, especially on boundary lines. Just come forward to where the ball's not going to go. Take your man forward and create that space around the back. When the throwing comes in, it always seems to go around the back. That's where we've got to create that space for someone to run through, probably Bruno.
You get under the pump just fucking at this time.
We're going a lot more direct then.
Just ultimately breaking the rough what was striking about that was we just got away from the setups a little bit. There was a number of times where we got caught either with no runner or with a couple of guys edging forward and not one holding back. One time we got a tap down here in our forward 50 and the only person that was there to receive was facing the wrong way away from them. Okay? So let's just make sure we get back to that setup because it was working so well for us. Also a couple of times in those centre clearances, whoever was holding back was just getting creeping under the goal a little bit and it just got flipped over the top and they walked a couple of easy ones out. So the real role that person has got to play is if they do get the tap, you've got to be there and you've got to be able to lock that ball down. Okay, so really just go straight back to that structure that's really going to be working for us. We just got to work hard and try and fucking
Around the ground, guys. At the end of the day, we said we wanted to re-establish where we were in the first quarter. Funnily enough, I reckon we actually did a better job, but we just didn't get the reflection on the scoreboard. And guys, we've just got to get it in our heads now. For the next 20 minutes, we may only have one opportunity every time we touch the ball, so make it count. All right, remember I spoke at the start of the game about contributions? What's your game time contribution be? And when you have touched the ball, has it counted? All right, so you've got 20 minutes now to make sure that every time you touch the ball, it counts. I cannot stress enough now, turnovers, we can't have any more. All right, but it doesn't mean we go into our shells. We just need to get a little bit better executing. Ash, you've led the way. Hard ball gets.
Work, Ashy.
Scotty? It's over there. You're up there anyway, Ash. Alright, but anyway, at the end of the day, guys, the skipper's leading the way. So how about we start jumping on his shoulders and working with him? Alright, the Shepherds was the pleasing thing. They came well and truly back into play. But our tackle count still wasn't where it needs to be, and we're still peeling up. Resolutions, everything else. I mean, we're up against it. Don't lose sight of that for a second. We've really battled hard. We had 2 ways to go at the end of that game, really. We could have just turned it up, or we could have stuck at it, and we just did. And we stuck at it. A couple of inspirational things happened. Boys all of a sudden started working. Everyone played their role. Like you'd like to give everyone full game time, but everyone did what they needed today. And guys, we've walked away with the result. Hold your heads proud. Hold them high. You've done a good job to yourselves in Southern Footy League today, and well done to each and every one of us. Wrap up.
Stiff mitts. I'm not quite sure if this mic's working or is it just going to the radio, so I think it's just going to the local radio station. I'll hand it across to Dave from the Southern League. Thank you. Oh, actually, Wayne's going to
Good on you. Thanks very much. On behalf of the Southern Football League and the board, I'd like to just thank from the bottom of our hearts the Riddle District Football League for an outstanding day. Not only was it today in the seniors, but we played a great Colts game as well as a netball across the road. All terrific games. So.